Hi, I'm engineer paramedic Daniel Kitt here at a recruiting event at the American Heroes Air Show in Los Angeles County, and you're watching Report on Conditions.
This week, we highlight a 2-alarm commercial structure fire in the city of Desert Hot Springs, and Battalion Chief Chris Mathews explains the burn suspension notice that was lifted just this past Monday.
Stand by for report on conditions.
Hi, and thanks for joining CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department's Report on Conditions. I'm Maggie Klein de la Rosa. Last week, from November 7th through November 13th, our firefighters responded to 3,768 calls for service, including 2,788 medical emergencies and 86 fire-related calls. Of the fire calls, 6 were vegetation fires and 15 were structure fires. Let's dive into a few highlighted incidents from this past week. On Monday, November 7th, firefighters received reports of a commercial structure fire at the 66,700 block of 5th Street in the city of Desert Hot Springs. The first arriving engine company reported heavy fire coming from the second floor of the commercial building. A second alarm was requested and the fire was controlled in approximately 25 minutes. Fortunately, the structure was confirmed unoccupied after a primary and secondary search was conducted. Firefighters remained on scene for about 2 hours to perform mop-up and overhaul. No civilian or firefighter injuries were reported. On Friday, November 11th, firefighters were dispatched to a traffic collision at the crossing of Cheney Street and Lakeshore Drive in the city of Lake Elsinore. The 2-vehicle collision temporarily blocked midday traffic at the intersection. Upon arrival, the engine company officer determined that there were no injuries among the involved parties and canceled AMR. On Saturday, November 12th, firefighters were called to a traffic collision near the Main Street off-ramp of the Interstate 15 northbound in the city of Lake Elsinore. The first arriving resource confirmed a total of 2 vehicles involved in the incident. 1 patient was transported via AMR to a local area hospital with minor injuries. On Saturday, November 12th, firefighters responded to a vehicle into a power pole at the intersection of Fred Waring Drive and Jefferson Street in the city of Indio. The first arriving engine reported 1 vehicle with major damage, along with 1 patient needing extensive extrication. Once the patient was freed, they were transported by AMR to a local hospital with moderate injuries.
Currently, we're working hand in hand with Workforce Development and the Moreno Valley College to create a second cohort at the college to allow a pathway for our Firefighter 1s and our LT Firefighter 2s to become paramedic certified. During that process, we are also working with Workforce Development and getting those tuitions paid for, so it's no cost to the employee.
And these funds basically act as a scholarship program for interested individuals coming to the School of Public Safety at the EMT level, the paramedic level, the fire academy level, and some of our law enforcement level courses as well. This scholarship actually will pay in full if eligible candidates meet the requirements. Their tuition, their books, all of the uniforms and materials that are required for the course and the completion of the course.
We want to reach out to our Explorer programs, our VRFF program, our Firefighter 1s, LT Firefighter 2s. Anything we can do to mentor, guide, and lead you in the direction to make you successful in our paramedic program, that's what we want to strive to do. We definitely have a shortage of paramedics, and we need to try to get everybody we can to start mentoring from within.
The prerequisites that we're expecting our students to have are your basic 1,000 hours of EMT experience or 6 months of full-time EMT experience. The other requirement is the American Heart Association healthcare provider level CPR card, which is not too difficult to obtain through the department. In addition, we require a course that's called Bio 45. It's a basic anatomy and physiology course. It is without a lab. That course is offered by Moreno Valley College in an online format. In addition to that, they need to look for the paramedic application process that's going to start September 1st and run through November 30th. This will be for paramedic class 26. It starts in February.
Last year we ran approximately 164,000 EMS responses, and we're on target to do over 200,000 this year. We are one of the largest ALS providers in Southern California. We have all aspects of what we provide for our county, from our desert to our mountains to our metropolitan areas. There's definitely a diverse group of individuals with all kinds of tool sets that allow them to do their job. and we're here to support these employees as best we can.
Appreciate all of our firefighters and the hard work and effort that they put in. I think this is a great opportunity for our individuals that are working in the seasonal capacity, if they want to make that move to become a paramedic, to look at this opportunity. This is an opportunity I don't think has been ever around that I've known of, and this is a great opportunity for somebody to benefit from it and have a lifelong career from the funding that would be available through workforce development. I mean, it's a pretty awesome deal, and it's going to be nice to see how many young men and women come in to do the paramedic program. There are replacements. We got to invest in our future, and that's where it's at.
As you gather around the dinner table this Thanksgiving holiday, make sure that you and your family are safe by following these easy safety tips. Stay in the kitchen when you are cooking on the stovetop so that you can keep an eye on the food. While cooking the turkey, be sure to stay home and check on it frequently. Keep the children away from the stove. The stove will be hot and the kids should stay at least 3 feet away. Make sure kids stay away from hot food and liquids. The steam or splash from vegetables, gravy, or coffee could cause serious burns. Keep the floor clear so you don't trip over the kids, toys, or bags. Keep knives safely out of the reach of children. Be sure electrical cords from an electric knife, coffee maker, plate warmer, or mixer are not dangling off the counter within easy reach of a child. Keep matches and utility lighters out of the reach of children, up high in a locked cabinet. Never leave children alone in a room with a lit candle. Finally, make sure your smoke alarms are working. Test them by pushing the test button. By following these simple tips, you and your family can enjoy a fun and safe Thanksgiving holiday. Happy Thanksgiving from CAL FIRE and the Riverside County Fire Department.
Did you know that CAL FIRE Riverside Unit Chief Bill Weiser formally lifted the burn suspension notice throughout the county this week? Let's join Battalion Chief Chris Mathews as he explains more.
My name is Chris Mathews, and I'm a Battalion Chief with CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department. On Monday, November 14th at 0800, Unit Chief, Riverside County Fire Chief Bill Weiser lifted the burn suspension in Riverside County, which means our citizens of the county can begin to burn using the burn permit process. To obtain a burn permit for Riverside County, you can visit rvcfire.org, or you can obtain a burn permit through any state fire station within the Riverside unit.
After ensuring that burning is allowed and that weather conditions are safe for burning and obtaining any necessary permits, the next step is to prepare the pile for burning. A burn pile must have at least a 10-foot diameter area free of flammable materials surrounding the pile. Burn piles should be no larger than 4 feet by 4 feet. A ready supply of water and a shovel should also be nearby. Having an adult in attendance to the burn pile is also required by law. In fact, if the fire gets out of control, the homeowner could be held responsible for the cost of putting out the fire.
The active length for any burn permit filled out is 30 days.
We're here at Lake Hansen Dam for the Heroes Air Show in Los Angeles County. We're meeting with the folks, trying to educate them on CAL FIRE and our fire department and get some recruits. Your recruitment team has been recruiting inside and outside the county, up and down the state. We continue to go to these events and paramedic academies, colleges. So if you have a recruitment event that you think that we should go to, you can hit us up on email, recruitment.fire.ca.gov. Anybody can use it. It's not internal to the department. So if you have a college or somebody that's interested in us coming and talking to them about recruitment, we'll be happy to respond. If you're interested or you know anybody who's interested in becoming a firefighter, go to join.rvcfire.org. When you land on that page, you have information about being an explorer, volunteer, or becoming a full-time career firefighter. So our Explorer program is to get people in high school who are interested in becoming firefighters, gives them a good career basis. Our volunteer program lets you ride out on the fire engines, working towards becoming a career professional paid firefighter. And then of course, you can work through our system as a firefighter 1, firefighter 2, or a paramedic. Those are all professional paid fire spots.
That's going to do it for this week's Report on Conditions. To stay up to date on current incidents as they happen in Riverside County, be sure to follow @CalFireRRU on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Did you happen to capture any pictures or videos of our firefighters in action? If so, send them our way at rrupio@fire.ca.gov. On behalf of your CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department Public Affairs and Community Education Bureau, I'm Maggie Klein de la Rosa. Thanks for watching.